and welcome back, or if you're new, welcome and thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you some kitchen hacks that I follow on almost a daily basis. So if you enjoy the video today, make sure you subscribe as I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to be making pasta for dinner whilst I show you the hacks today. So let's hop in the kitchen and let's get cooking. Hack number one I have for you is to portion up your meat and freeze it inside containers whenever you purchase it, as this will help it to not go off as quickly. So I put my chicken and my mincemeat inside these containers. When I'm ready to cook with them, I'll put them in the microwave to defrost them. So the mincemeat will go in for 1 minute to 1 minute 30, and the chicken will go in for 1 minute 30 to 2 minutes. And then it's ready to cook with. So this next hack is a huge lifesaver for me, as I love to cook with garlic and this was always annoying for me. So this hack is to remove the garlic cloves. So you're going to remove the cloves one by one and then cut off the heads of the garlic. Once you've done this, put them all inside the microwave for just 10 seconds. That's all you need. And then once they are ready, take them out, but be careful because they can be a little bit hot. And whilst they are still hot or warm, squeeze them and then they'll come straight out of their skins. If you like to have a stronger flavor of garlic inside your meals, make sure you crush it first before you mince it up. But if you don't like it to be as strong, make sure you just mince it up and don't crush it. I like stronger, but it's totally up to your preference. To avoid crying when cutting up an onion, make sure you put it in the freezer for around 10 minutes before cutting it up. Put it on your chopping board and start cutting it. Oh no. I hate when this happens. Okay, your knife has gone blunt again. Don't worry, don't freak out. Just grab a plate and then use the bottom of it to sharpen your knife. So just repeat this motion a few times until you think your knife has become a bit sharper. So to cut up an onion, make sure you cut off the head, not the root, as this can make you cry as well. And chop the onion in half. I hate peeling onions, but I use a spoon to help me peel off the skins a lot more easier. Next, you want to slice the onion like so. But don't go all the way to the end, make sure you keep it attached to the root, and then slice through the middle of the onion, maybe 1 or 2 times, and then go ahead and slice downwards, and there you have your diced up onion. Throw away the root though. Don't hold the knife this way or this way, hold it this way. Don't grip the handle, instead you use your thumb and your pointer finger to grip the blade of the knife. This will give you a lot more better control over your cutting. People usually cut a tomato like this. I don't recommend that because you can waste the flesh a bit. So instead, put it upside down and then carefully cut out the center of the tomato, just so you can get off the part that you don't want to eat, and then cut it similar to how you cut the onion. If you want to remove the stems from the kale, just hold onto the stem and then pull the kale upwards. And I recommend not cutting up the kale, but instead use your hands to rip it apart, as this will massage the leaves and soften them up a little bit. I decided to add in some mushroom to the dish as well. So as you can see, I cut up everything in the order that I want to place it into the pot. So I have my garlic, onion, tomato, and mushroom, and then my kale. I really hate it when this happens. You can't remove the jar lid. Oh, it's so frustrating, and it hurts your hand a lot. So if you don't have a jar lid remover, bang the lid carefully on a chopping board and rotate it. Make sure you don't hit the bench or the glass though, and then it will come off. Now we are ready to cook, so let's turn on the stove. When I cook with something oily or saucy, I use the pot lid as a shield, so this prevents me from getting any food on my clothing, as I don't wear an apron when I cook. Just as I said, I'm putting everything in the order that I want to cook it. So there's all the vegetables that I wanted in there for now. I will add in the kale later on. So let's cook the mincemeat now. Something I recommend is to not waste any of the sauce inside the jars. So I'll fill it up with a little bit of water and then give it a shake, and then this will help me to not waste any of the sauce inside the jar. Another bonus tip I have for you is to add in some pestos to your pasta sauce. So I like to add some tomato and basil pesto. And this will enhance the flavor of the pasta sauce. Now I'm going to let the pasta sauce simmer for around 10 to 15 minutes so that all the ingredients are cooked well and all the flavors are infused. This next hack I love to do for pastas, rice, soups and stews. Boil some water in a kettle first, and this will really speed up the process of boiling water on the stove. So 1 minute later, the water will be boiled and I can add in the pasta. Clean while you are cooking or waiting for things to cook. Throw away any rubbish and wash up the dishes or wipe down the counters, or even set up the table if you have time, so this way you have less to do after you finish eating. Add in the greens last, so turn off the heat and pop in the kale so that they're just steamed. This I recommend for all leafy greens. Some of you may be using the colander incorrectly, so instead of putting it inside your dirty sink, instead put it inside the pot when straining your pasta, so this way you're not dirtying your food. But just check that the pasta isn't stuck to the bottom of it at all. The next hack I have for you is to put some olive oil into the pasta after it is cooked so it doesn't stick all together or inside the pot. So for this amount of pasta, I'll put around half a tablespoon and then I'll stir it up so that it's distributed well. Okay, now the food is ready to eat. It looks so good. Delicious. Okay, a little bonus hack for you guys is after dinner, I decided to have a frozen cookie as a little snack. So it was really dehydrated because it was frozen. So in order to rehydrate your bread or foods in the microwave, just add in a bowl of water or a cup of water and this will do the job. As you can see, the cookie is nice and steamy and it's rehydrated again, so it looks delicious. Feel free to copy the pasta recipe from today's video as it is super simple and delicious. Now, I want to hear from you guys, so please leave a comment if you know any other cooking hacks so we can all help each other learn something new here. Thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate you all. Remember to love others and love yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next one.